So hello everyone, I'm Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class 8th, here we have to go through the chapter number 3, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. So I have already explained you about the synthetic fibers, their uses, their importance, their properties, all of that. Now here we have to move on to the plastics. Plastics. So you know very well, the plastic is very common in our daily routine. We know from a very simpler form to a complex form, the plastic may take place a very larger extent in our daily routine. We can use varieties of a plastic material nowadays, starting from a brush, that is a very first routine of the day, that is brushing the teeth. So the brush, the tap, the bucket, mug, the seat, whatever the things we have seen, in a larger extent we can use the plastics. Most of the toys, the household materials, in all regarding we can say the plastic take place in a larger extent. Plastic can be a very common, but it is very harmful to us as well. We know very well, in our general life there is a bottle, boxes, compass, the lunch box, pens, the tiffin box, the bottles, the container. There are the number of materials can be fluent in our daily life. You know very well, there is a plastic that are what actually we can say what is the plastic. So we can say the plastic are made up of the repeated unit of some of the chemically substances, like a polythene. The name is enough, polythene. So here is the ethene is a chemical substance which gone to be the polymerized, and by the process of a polymerization this will converted into polyethylene. We know that polyethylene is used for daily carrying bag. We know very well the covering materials. It is somehow it is tough and durable, and this can be changed into any shapes or in any design. It is a flexible, durable, as well as it can be a very thin. So this can be used for making plastic covering, the poly bag, the waterproof jacket, raincoat, sheets, bottle, bucket, mugs. There are the number of things that are formed due to the polymerization of ethene. So that was termed as polyethylene. So it is a simple form of a plastic. The next is polyvinyl chloride, which is called as PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride, suppose here is a vinyl chloride, and this vinyl chloride get polymerizes. By the process of a polymerization, this will convert into the polyvinyl chloride, which is known as PVC. You can see it is harder and tougher than that of the polythene. It is used for many purposes, for making the pipes, the drainage pipe, the hose pipes, the chairs, covering. It can also be used in covering the electric wires, the drainage system, plastic material like a pipe that can be used for using such a PVC, that is called as a polyvinyl chloride. Here we know the next is here we know that the next is bakelite. Bakelite is another very tough, hard, and this can be a tough, hard elastics, and this can prevent most of the heat, but it is bad conductor. It cannot be conduct the electricity, but it is a more harder and that can that is a tough than that of a PVC and as well as the polyethylene. So it is used for many purposes, like it can be used for forming the chairs, the making electrical switches, the electrical gauges, and the handle of various utensils. So it can also be used in case of plugs and all those. Why? Because these are very tough and could not be easily bent, or they can be a bad conductor of heat as well. Now the next one after the bakelite, here the melamine. Melamine is another form of a chemical substances that can be. Melamine is another very tough, versatile, hard material and can resist the fire, tolerate the heat better than that of the other plastics. So it can be used for many purposes, like they are making the floor, tiles, kitchenware, fire resistance fabric, etc. that are called as a melamine. Next one is called as a Teflon. Teflon is what actually? Teflon is another chemical material, the plastic material that can be used. It is a slippery and can withstand the high temperature. It is slippery and that can be withstand very high temperatures. Why? Because it can be used in many purposes, like it can be, if it is a non-sticky, so that it can be used for cooking purposes as well as in the form of a pan and as well as the cooking utensils too. Why? Because due to using this, there will be the no stucking of the food material takes place on the surfaces of these particular type of a plastics. Now this is all about the types of a plastic. Here is the useful properties of plastics. What are the useful properties? Here we have to go through useful properties. Useful properties of plastics. Useful properties of plastics. What are these? First of all, it is non-reactive. We know very well, if there is a metal or a material that can be composed of the chemical substances, so they are highly reactive and they can be reactive on another, react to the oxygen and other material present in our atmosphere, can corrode or might be rust easily and can cause damages. But the plastic is non-reactive, so it cannot be react with any atmospheric conditions, like they do not get corrode or they do not have contain the moisture in it, and if it is having the moisture, so it could not be kept, it could not be get its bad impact onto the material. Why? Because it is non-reactive. If it is non-reactive, so could not be react with any materials. Next is, it is a light, strong, it is a light, strong and durable, flexible. Due to having plain type of combinations of their fibers, they can be very light and they are strong enough. Why? Because they can be, the arrangement of the particles are zigzag, that means they are irregularly present. Here is, it is a light, strong and durable. It is also the flexible, durable. Why? Because it can have be used for many repeating use. Due to having these such type of properties, this can be generally molded into the desired shape and size. It can also be used generally. Why? Because it is more cheaper and readily available in our surroundings. So it can be used for our household as well as the industries too. Here is a poor conductor. It is a poor conductor. Due to having poor conductor, the plastic can be used for many purposes where there is the electricity and heat can provide. It cannot show the conductivity of heat and electricity. So it is a bad conductor or poor conductor of heat and electricity. So this might be used for a variety of purposes, like for the handles of utensils, handles of cooking, pot, that is kitchen, in which the handles can be used. The most of the plug materials, the gadgets, electrical gadgets, that can be used, and as well as for the covering of a wire, this can be used as a covering material, and of screwdriver, it is made up of plastics as well. Chemical reactivities. Now the next one is chemical reactivity. Due to having poor conductor and due to non-reactive, the plastic is considered to be as, due to the chemical substances, it could not be interacted, it could not be get corrode or cause damages. due to which there are the medical purposes and aeronautics can be used. Aeronautics, there are a lot of uses of plastic can be measured. Appearances and work abilities, due to having a different form or different structure or shape, this can be used in the form of different manner except the bakelite and melamine. There are the different type of material that can be used in colored, non-colored, as well as it can be molded in our desired shape. Like some of the plastic that can be used as biscuit wrappers, plug sockets, the helmets, the hoses, rubber boots. There are the number of plastics uses in our daily life. So these are all about that the chapter into the about the topic. Into the next topic we'll definitely discuss to the next topic, but this is all about the today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching.